And hello, everyone. My name is Crystal Myers-Barber, and today is already April the 14th, 2025. I'm wearing one of my brand new designs called I Am Made in America. And you can actually, I'll show you at the very end how you can purchase some of my new items, including hilarious mugs that have, this one has Trump blowing a bubble because it's just, I thought it was so funny. And it says, "You're magnificent." So funny. See, look at that. Check it out. Anyway, if you love the color pink, you're gonna love my store. But I did some different designs, to make everybody happy. And so today, the reason I'm on is because we're going to be talking about what is happening on TikTok and many other social media platforms, and that is the exposure of these luxury goods. Basically, I have so many videos to show you. Let's start with this one. No thank you. The Chinese manufacturers always sell directly. Drive and have a clever way on the high-end. Basically, on the high-end stores, I think we don't need you Prada, we don't need you Fendi, Cartier, and so forth. So yeah, basically, and all of us at some point, not all of us, but a lot of people had figured this out. And back in 2019, I went direct through WhatsApp, and I found some incredible places to, direct from China to buy Gucci. And so I purchased this, but I actually, if you went into the store, I'm 100% sure they wouldn't be able to tell just by, walking in and carrying this on my arm. I spent probably 100, maybe 125, maybe 100, probably not even 150 back in 2019, and this bag goes for thousands of dollars. And so basically they're spilling the tea all over TikTok, saying you can pretty much go direct and you can get these bags. And then here is and I have the real thing. I have the real Louis Vuitton, but this is another knockoff, and they're basically saying these pieces are being made in the same factories. And so I have more video to show you.
Come here, I'm in Myers-Barber. I'm in Guangzhou. All dues $2. If you need, contact me. I'm in Guangzhou waiting for you.
All right, so basically, TikTok's clips of Chinese suppliers they're spilling the tea, and they're showing where you can go direct to a website called 1688.com, and they're showing factory workers sewing these handbags, sneakers like Nike, side by side with these dupe comparisons. And so and we've heard of these platforms like Alibaba, DHgate. They didn't talk about Temu in some of these, the research I was doing. 1688 is a place as well, but these factory workers and are coming on TikTok, and they're sharing videos that show Louis Vuitton style bags being made right next to unbranded ones with the exact same materials and same processes. And so I was kind of and I could put this beside my real Louis Vuitton, but I think the fabric, to me, I was like, yeah, I could really go for that. I could really see that this fabric is completely the same of what this is. It's canvas. It's not even leather. Because the real Louis Vuitton doesn't really use real leather, but I could see differences maybe in the chain and perhaps in the handles, and the industry is being exposed like never before, and people I think they're freaking out.
Left over from producing bags for European luxury houses. But thanks to Trump's tariffs, I can't ship to the US anymore. Mr. Trump, you think you've won? Think again. I'll slash prices and expose the scam. For decades, The West called made in China cheap, while we quietly crafted their $20K made in Italy fantasies. If Chinese quality was trash, would Hermes, Chanel, Gucci beg us to make their bags? We earned crumbs, they banked millions. Truth bomb, our stitching is tighter than millions. Our leatherwork outclasses Paris. Our workers more skilled, less ego. Why hate us? Because we are better. So here's the deal. Whatever tariffs you earn, I'll match it with discounts. Want a $15K boutique bag for $1.5K. Same leather, same hands, zero logos. This isn't a liquidation, it's a revolution. Time you met the real luxury makers.
One thing I've noticed is they're very upset that they have this stigma upon them that if it was made in China, that it's crap quality, and when it's really not true. And they got really mad about, of course, with Trump's and the tariffs and the 148% or whatever it is right now. And so they're just going wild out there exposing all this. And so we're seeing video footage of this where they're really showing production of the bags, and so I'm just out there watching all this go down. So basically, I haven't been out to the stores today. The South Coast Plaza is a place where I often visit, and I was just wondering if they were falling apart, or if some of these stores, are like losing it. But the OEMs are original equipment manufacturers, so these factories might make legit products for brands by day, and they pump out these extras by lookalikes at night, is what they're basically saying. So I don't know if there's any real truth to this. Let me see if there's anything else I had for you. Oh gosh, it's just the Trump trade war is exposing a lot, and one thing I see is stuff like this coming out. And if people can go buy a bag and it really is about the exact same look and feel with today's economy, if you're going to pay $100 instead of thousands of dollars, that's really what this is all about. And so I've just been cracking up at all this, staying up. I was up late last night watching it all go down. So I was just wondering, let me see if I have any comments here, if you even knew about this, if this was something that you even realized was going on at all. And so I was curious, and so I thought I would do a video and show this and expose it. You can follow me if you're watching from X or Twitter at PromoGirl07. And let's see, let me go over to, I'm also going to link in my website information here. Sorry about that. And for the website to buy the shirts and the hats and some of the things that I'm showing you, I would love it if you would support me and go there, because I've made it very fun, very affordable, and more items are coming. And I had a good time making this one shirt that I'm wearing. I am made in America, and I'm offering it in a lot of different colors. I think the price is just about right, $21.98 plus shipping. You can get it in probably a week or less at this point. So you can get it in tons of different colors. And also have some other designs that I've decided to make. One of them, just for some reason, I just focused on this one design with Trump because I thought it was hilarious, where he's, blowing this bubble. And so I just thought it was funny because, I love the color pink. And so I have that one as well. And I actually have it in. I did get it in, and I am delighted by how it turned out. And, I actually ordered a bunch of samples of it, so you can get it in tons of colors, really with black, the same little design with black and pink. So really, I'm just having a great time with this. And I even made it with the mug. Sorry, I just had a light go out. Anyway, we did have an earthquake here this morning, but I did not feel it at all. A lot of people did get notifications on their phones. For some reason, I didn't get notifications. You would think I was having something go on right now. Just one moment here. But that's it. You know, so we were fine. It turned out just fine. So I would love to know what you're thinking, your thoughts are on the trade war, you know, with what's happening out there, especially with China, and how it surely is going to affect us. I mean, in so many ways. I tell you, with pharmaceuticals, furniture, foods, clothes, shoes, I mean, this whole thing with the designer, this designer thing that I've been showing you here with some of these videos is just, it's just crazy. The fact that they were willing to, you know, pretty much out all the designers like this and just not even care. I noticed that they were using celebrities. I caught wind of some celebrities going saying this is not true. You know, they're trying to save the brands basically. So, but I see a really bad situation especially with these high-end stores on Rodeo Drive and also South Coast Plaza. I see a bad outcome for them, probably not making it, probably not being able to survive, right? I mean, they sold their brand, they built it up. You know, you get the bag, you get the experience of buying it there, and you do get the craftsmanship and the guarantee that what you saw is, you know, you can go there in the store and get it, or if you buy it online on their website versus what you might get from the China supplier. So, I'm not even sure, and definitely can't verify the websites that I mentioned with the 1688. I think people were looking that up, but they're definitely giving all the information of how to go directly to these Louis Vuitton suppliers, these Prada, Gucci. They're spilling it all right now on TikTok. So if you like those brands, you likely could literally just bypass all those people out in the stores if you're paying attention and get some of these exact same bags without the $5,000 price. And even people were saying the bag that was being sold at Walmart for $20, $25. I forget what it was. It was a big, huge designer. Birkin, maybe, I could be wrong on that they were actually getting the real thing. They said that the people were buying the real thing and they got it for $20, $25 instead of thousands of dollars. I mean, we are at a big, more than a war than you think when it comes to all this. This has just gotten wild. And to watch it all come down to this, like, you don't almost think, okay, the rich people, you know, they're not being really affected. They're going to still shop in these high-end stores. But then you have this. This comes out yesterday, I think, that I could notice on the internet. It just started happening yesterday, and now it's just coming out. And I don't know what else we're going to see. Like, what's next? What can we even handle? I mean, here it is. We're not even through April yet, and we have potentially all those stores falling. And I'm not laughing because it's funny. It's just crazy, the fact that this is happening. But China's like, no, we don't need you. We don't. And since you've done this, Trump, you know, we're gonna spill it all. We got no loyalty to those people because they're like, they don't care. So anyway, that's all I had to say. Now, make sure to check out some of my designs. I'm going to have so many more, and I'm so excited about it. I'm really excited about my store, and I'm excited about some of these fun products that I'm bringing, and finally going to promote myself. I have a promotional company, and I have primarily worked with just different customers, and we've produced very high quantities of items. And now I'm doing POD, print on demand. You can just get one and have it very fast and have it very, you know, look very nice. They've really improved a lot. But in my industry, in my promotional industry, I will say I'm kind of a middle person, and I work with suppliers, and I'm very experienced with it. So if you hand me over an order and you want your logo on something like a t-shirt, cap, you know, promotional item, and you want a large quantity, even if it's just a few dozen or a few hundred, in some cases, people order 5,000 at a time from me. Because of my experience in working with suppliers, I can really help my customer not have issues with printing their logo, especially if it's in several colors. And many times it's worth it for your person to be in place to, get that type of outcome that you're looking for. Otherwise, you may be just stuck with 5,000 of something, and you just wanted to save some money, but you're not getting anything. Your logo's not looking anything like what you wanted. So I can see both sides of this, but the main part of this video is the fact that what I wanted to show you is the fact that there's no loyalty to those people and the wholesale out there in China. They're just letting it all fall. And I know there's cheap labor happening in my industry and of course out there, and the markups are just insane. And so we're seeing a lot of things change. We're seeing a lot of this fall, and there's a lot of big business behind it, and the big profits, I think right now, are just falling down. They're falling down. They're being exposed, and there's a lot of things behind those brands that we've seen that are involved in some stuff. With Balenciaga, we saw that a year or two ago with the sex trafficking stuff. So we're just seeing a lot of things perhaps falling back, crashing over in line with some of that. So anyway, that's all I wanted to show you for today. Thanks for tuning in. And please make sure to subscribe and to follow me here. I'm also on YouTube and Facebook under Crystal Myers-Barber. Well, God bless y'all. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. And I'll make sure to link my website for you so you can think about getting some of these fun items today. Okay, God bless. See you soon.